Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division Qualifier number 6. And I have some bad news. Not as bad as 2-3 days ago when my last qualifier cast was, where a team didn't show up. In this case, a team's just late. A team is late. So, my usual strategy of a team was given their start time, and they are late, so prepare for name and shame. Brawl is life. Shame. Shame. And especially a shout out to be fair, shout out to Ryokai, who was before the game talking about how the enemy team, New Game Plus, were in a Storm League game before this game started. And excuse me, I feel like I'm about to belch. There it is. Alrighty. Sorry, I was trying to be polite about that. Failed miserably. But yeah, Ryokai was saying how the enemy team were in Storm League, sorry. They came in and actually arrived on time. His team went into Storm League to fit in a game as well. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. LCS is over, is it? Oh, yeah, it was C9 versus TSM today. Can you not spoil that, if that's okay? I would like to avoid spoilers, because I'm going to watch that with the girlfriend later, if that's okay. Please avoid the spoilers. But yes, currently we're still waiting for Death Strikes and and Vivanchi, I believe. Yes, waiting for Death Strikes and Vivanchi. So hopefully they'll come in shortly. But for now, Brawl is life. Shame. Shame. Everyone, raise your shames in chat. Raise your shame. That is a sentence and a half. But welcome to the Storm Division qualifiers, where we are in a situation where we are going to tonight and tomorrow decide the final 3 teams in Storm Division, a league that will be running until December. If you want to support the league, support the division, an exclamation mark Match Arena in chat. You can, of course, use the Match Arena link there to donate to the prize pool. It's over $1,000, and we have some amazing, amazing players. We have Regen, we have Cattle, we have Jude, I believe. I believe Jude's been subbing for Regen, so he might actually be in that, so that's some good NA stuff going on there. From Korea, we have Hyde, we have Gondar, we have TTSST. We have some amazing players already qualified, and in the next couple of days, we will, today and tomorrow, we will decide who is going to be qualifying. One team will qualify by winning these qualifiers. That will be in the finals tomorrow, which I'll be casting over on the Nexus Gaming Series channel. And we will also have 2 teams decided by points. And that's where I come in. That's where I am today. Because I am jumping on board with a team who is very high up in points. So right now, in terms of teams who are quite high points, the top 2 teams right now who haven't qualified are Team Alexander Fan Club, who are still playing at the moment in one of the other matches of this qualifier. I believe they're being cast by Jinxie Cat. That's a fantastic game going on. They are currently the top. Regen are already qualified. Team Alexander Fan Club are very high up there. Following them closely is Forge Esports, right behind them. But Forge Esports are there's only one team on points, because Regen are qualified on points now. So yes, Regen are qualified via points. We got it. We did the math. So yes, Regen are qualified via points. So right now, the teams that are qualified are VGM, fantastic team, beautiful team. Team Alexander, our Korean teams, we take these. CPOG X Fan Club, Team Exodia from the last qualifier, and via points, Regen. So the only teams that will qualify from this qualifier are 1 via points and 1 via winning. So right now, the teams we're going to be looking at, Team Alexander Fan Club, they are top on points. Forge Esports, who are second in points at the moment, but they're not in this qualifier. They did not enter into this qualifier, meaning that I need to do the maths. I can't remember what the second place is, but I believe if Brawl is life, the team we are following today, I'm going to have to look this up. I'm going to have to look up the actual points, but I followed them because I know the points are close. So let me look this up quickly. Match Arena, 4 points. Match Arena, there we go. But yes, basically, Brawl is life are only 30 points behind Forge Esports. So if Team Alexander win, and then Brawl is life can get at least 30 points today, and no one overtakes them points-wise, which is basically impossible, then Brawl is life qualify. And that is the value of playing every qualifier. That's what we're looking for here. So let me find the point deficit. Here we go. So yes, all Brawl is Life need to do, if my math is correct, is have Team Alexander Fan Club win. Team Alexander Fan Club have to win for this to work. All they have to do is to have Team Alexander Fan Club win, and then get at least third place, fourth place. So there you go. That's what Brawl is Life have to do today. They are in a second round game today, which I will show you the bracket to give you the maths of what we're talking about here. There we go. There's the refresh. So right now, you can see here, Brawl is Life are against New Game Plus. The dream play for Brawl is Life right now, or at least the minimal play that Brawl is Life have to do, is to win this best of 3 series, and they'll be in the top 4. That's 50 points for Brawl is Life. That would put them ahead of 4G Sports, and they would qualify. There you can see there is no 4G Sports here. They would just be in the top 4. They would just automatically qualify. Unless Team Alexander Fan Club don't win. If Team Alexander Fan Club made it into second place and another team won, another team would qualify via points, and Team Alexander qualify via victory, and Team Alexander Fan Club will qualify via points. Brawl is Life, for the minimal victory, need Team Alexander Fan Club to win. If Brawl is Life win, they qualify. If they win the entire thing, they will qualify and make it into Storm Division. Maths is good. Maths is hard. And of course, the final possible results, if Brawl is Life take second place, they get 75 points. That will put them to a total of 186 points. Team Alexander Fan Club are currently at 151. If Team Alexander Fan Club lose this round that they are in, if they lose, they got to buy through to round 2 like everyone else. Ferryman! Ferryman again.
Take my Oni.
As for a second time, dude, thank you so much. That's £60 you've donated. Thank you so much. But yes, if Brawl is Life gets second and Team Alexander lose this round, then I believe they will have overtaken 4G Sports. Brawl is Life will have overtaken 4G Sports and Team Alexander. So the 3 ways that Brawl is Life make it into Storm Division today: they win this round, and Team Alexander win the tournament. They are victorious. They make it to the finals, and Team Alexander lose their next round. They are victorious and make it in. Or Brawl is Life win the tournament. They qualify. Those are the 3 ways that Brawl is Life qualify for Storm Division. That is how they do it. They still have 2 players not here, though. They may have to forfeit map 1. That might legit be what ends up happening here, because their players have not shown up on time. They have 3 ways! 3 ways to qualify for Storm Division! And 2 of their players haven't showed up because they're in Storm League. That's it. It's been called. Ryukai's called it. Brawl is Life have forfeited game number 1. The players didn't show up on time. I am shook. I am ridiculously shook. New Game Plus, on the other side here. New Game Plus, they are on 5 points total. The only way they qualify is to win today. They have to win everything. That is how they are victorious. And yet, here we are. Here we are in that situation. Brawl is Life have forfeited game number 1. Their players did not show up on time. Meaning we are preparing for game number 2. Allow me to show you the map choices, ladies and gentlemen. What we were going to have is New Game Plus banning out Infernal Shrines and Towers of Doom. And Brawl is Life banned out Sky Temple and Battlefield of Eternity. If my maths is correctly, I believe that means Brawl is Life picked us to Ultrac Pass. And yeah, 2 players were late. 2 players were straight up late. They didn't show up. They were busy in Storm League. And because they were 10 minutes late, that is an automatic map forfeit. that's where we are. So winner of map number 1 is New Game Plus. Meaning that we are 1-0. The new lobby has been made. This is not a nigh guaranteed spot. They still have to do some work here. There's still stuff that has to go right here. Alrighty, we're in lobby number 2. The next map is going to be Cursed Hollow. And this is a map choice of... This is the map choice, again, of Brawl is Life. First pick was opted for by New Game Plus. This is for after 15 total, after 20. Okay, so yeah, there's another 10 minutes. Oh, it's 20 minutes past the hour. So there's 7 minutes left. There's 7 minutes left for Brawl is Life to field their roster. If Brawl is Life don't field their roster, they threw away a triple chance at qualifying for Storm Division by having players busy with Storm League. That's the situation we're in. That is the situation we're in. This is what is happening today. So now, we are in a situation where Brawl is Life have to win 2 games. They have to win 2 best of ones without dropping a single map to even enter into any of those possibilities where they could win. All they have to do to get 3 chances at winning is to win this series. And they've turned it into 2 best of ones. For their sake. They have 6 minutes before they are disqualified. They are coming. Ryokai says they are coming. We're apparently going to get our players storming when you should be storming, exactly. They could be divisioning, but instead they're leaguing. Incorrect. Incorrect. The players are on their way. They have 6 minutes to materialize. We have one. Death Strikes has arrived. Death Strikes is here. We are waiting for Vivanchi. When we have Vivanchi, we will be able to make our way into it. Oh, it's not Vivanchi, sorry, it's Sweet Buns. Who do you think Vivanchi? Was that a name change or are they subbing? I actually know. I assume they're fine. Either way, the players are here. They're here. They now have to win 2 best of ones. Here are the maps one more time for all of you. Let me do caster R. Here are the maps. Once again, we are heading to Cursed Hollow. New Game Plus 1-0 up. Okay, it looks like the map choice is actually New Game Plus's. I will change that. That we're about to have some issues because it's Team 1 first pick. So yeah, it looks like the map choice is New Game Plus. But either way, here is the bracket. Once again, Brawl is Life now have to win this series in a 2-0 fashion because they've already forfeited a game in order to have any chance. The time for talk is over. The time for drafting is now. That's me. Let's go. Let's get this underway. We're heading in, ladies and gentlemen. Abatha is going to be removed. My heroes is stuttering quite a bit. I'm going to hope that that isn't going to be a problem. And I'm going to hope that everything is fine. And that we're not going to have any issues. But it is definitely being a little weird. We're just going to assume that everything is fine. And that there are no problems. We're all good. Alrighty, Chromie removed. Very much jumped up in high priority these days due to the recent buffs to her deep breathing, her Dragon Breath build. So seeing that taken out. Very sensible. Ana, going to be removed as well. Still a good hero. Still has the power, still has the potential. Lots of opportunities for good Ana compositions. Ana with Li Ming, Ana with Jaina, even with Chromie removed. Ana with some other heroes like Orphea, for example, some less magey heroes. All still viable. All still relevant. Next. be seeing the Cassia removed. Very normal ban phases, but insta-pick on that Deckard Cain coming in. I may have to restart my heroes after this. We're getting quite a few stutters. Hopefully it's fine. Just live one game, please, heroes. Live one game. Live one game and you'll be fine. Okay. Teams coming in. So as a reminder, so we are going to see first rotation picks for New Game Plus. Sylvanas and Garrosh to open up for them. So, as a heads up, these two teams have played each other in one series, and it was a 2-0 in favor of Brawler's Life in the past. That was the previous map score. May is going to make her way in. Make her way in. Nailed it. 100% intentional. May's on the board with Reyna. Definitely going to capitalize on the slows. Get some big advantages coming in there. Should help out quite a bit. So, what do we see as the counter reaction when May and Reyna on the board? It's off lane. It's the real threat with Garrosh on the board. Maybe a Leoric, maybe a Malthael. It's going to be Li Ming, actually. There's already a huge amount of poke on the board. They are concerned about being interrupted on the objective. It's a very reasonable ban out here. So now then, New Game Plus, they have banned all they can. Brawler's Life. With Deckard, May, Reyna on the board. They have Dive and they have Siege. What are they scared of? What beats May? Garrosh is already pretty good into May. Get about Stukov. Hard disengage. God, my heroes are stuttery. What is happening today? Can I fix this? Hang on. We're gonna do something quickly. I'm going to do something probably pretty stupid. Let's just see if we can fix this happening. Okay, do that, and swap it back. Hopefully this will fix it and make it less stuttery. We've basically done a soft restart. That's not done anything. Okay, wonderful. Alrighty, so yeah, Grey Main and White Main. Hopefully it'll calm down once we're in the game. Grey Main and White Main going to be coming in here. That's a lot of extra counter-engage pressure, with Grey Main going to be able to finish off engage targets. And White Main, very survivable and very good at protecting against dive compositions. Final pickups for Brawler's Life. Tassadar snuck all his way through, and we're going to see Dahaka coming in here. Dahaka for the split push. They have two of the best assassins in the game. Very long range, going to make it a little bit harder for Greymane and maybe Garrosh to get in there, but neither of them are very mobile, which might give them problems versus Garrosh as the game goes on. Alrighty, and to finish off, ETC. How on earth did he sneak through the draft that far? ETC makes his way into the draft. We are through, and ladies and gentlemen, this is our draft for game number 1 of this best of 3 series. I do like the side of Brawler's Life. It's very simple, but in terms of sheer pressure and the potential of a draft, New Game Plus have a lot of snowball power that they could utilize. They just have to execute it. And again, it's only going to take one game for New Game Plus to play spoiler to Brawler's Life. Only one to play spoiler. But the question is, can they do it? Can they play that spoiler? If they do it, they still have to... New Game Plus have to win the qualifier to qualify for Storm Division. That's what they have to do here. Brawler's Life, all they have to do is win this best of two series, technically. They have to win it. No ties, nothing. They have to win. We're down to this. Can Brawler's Life do it? Can New Game Plus pull off the miracle run to make it to the finals and qualify for Storm Division? Can my game not lag? Let's find out. We're going to head into the game. As ladies and gentlemen, spawning on the right-hand side. Oh, that's very stuttery. What is happening today? We're going to be seeing New Game Plus on the right-hand side. It's going to be Zami playing on the Garrosh. We're going to be seeing Ultadian on the ETC. Splash on the Grey Main. Melly on the White Main. Big Bird on the Sylvanas. And they are New Game Plus. Whereas on the left-hand side, Brawl is Life. Death Strikes, played by Tassadar, played by Death Strikes. Drunk Dwarf on the Dehaka. Ryokai on the Raider. Sweet Buns on May. And who do you think is going to be playing the deck at Kane? Oh, why is this so stuttery? Why is this happening? Does anyone know if you leave a custom game and come back, if it will let you reconnect, or if it will die? If it will just kick you out. Does anyone know if that's a thing? If I was just to close heroes with Task Manager? Altanium, getting pressured. Because this stutter is pretty bad for viewing experience, and if I can fix it with a restart, I will. Good dodge. Not going to get caught in the May stun there, but does get hit by the root. If anyone knows that, I think I have. I do have referee powers. So I might ask them if they're okay with it. Seeing a little bit of pressure. Trading back and forth. I'll reconnect, will I? Okay, Aura, you're an admin. Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to type to the players and ask them if I can pause? If I can quickly pause to reconnect? They're going to invade the camp here. Lots of pressure going to be applied, looking to try and make their way onto the Siege Giant. May has managed to find everyone, but is going to get very isolated here. Tries to slide through, focus down, but a good route from Decade will prevent the chase. And for anyone getting caught out of position. Might lose ref powers. I don't care about that. That's fine. Going to be seeing minion wave cleaned away. Sammy just dealing with everything they can. They're soaking every lane. Doing what they can. Yes, you can. Ask, but they can technically say no. Okay, let's do that quickly. Let's wait for a moment where nothing's happening. I can't spell anyone, but we've asked them. Okay, that looks like a yes. Alrighty. So, thank you, BRB. Okay, we're on me. I'm going to quickly Task Manager close heroes. Because, yeah, it was real stuttery there. We're going to hopefully jump back in. Hopefully it won't break. Okay, let it calm down. Let it not break. Reload heroes. Hopefully reloading heroes will fix the issues we were having, because we were having some real big stutters. Hopefully doing this solves the problem. If not, we'll deal with the stutters and we'll just cast how we can. Thank you, Aura, for that information. Now, close it via Task Manager to try and give it the best chance of saying, hey, you can reconnect to this game. But yeah, that was real bad stutter. Don't know where it came from, but we're trying to fix it best we can. Thank you, players. Being very generous to me. Okay, we're loading into heroes right now. Let's see if we can get us back into the game. Please give me the reconnect option. I'm pretty sure I remember it having the reconnect option, but who knows? Blizzard breaks things all the time. Rejoin. Okay, there's a rejoin button. That's good. That's good. Yeah, always make sure the teams are okay with it. Yeah, and I made sure I did it when there were no team fights happening. Okay, we're loading into the game. Then we just got to catch up. Luckily, we're not too far into the game. We did it early enough that hopefully it's fine. Again, I don't know if I have referee powers, so we'll see. You can hear shots coming in, but that's just hopefully it catching up, fast-forwarding through the game. We're reconnecting. And hopefully we'll be good. Hopefully nothing's broken. And hopefully the stutter will be gone. This is the dream. Let us all dream and believe. As we are reconnecting. Here is reconnect system. It's not the fastest, but I'm glad we have it. Okay, we're still paused. Do I still have admin powers? Yes, I do. Okay, back. Thank you. Hopefully we don't have the stutter anymore. We will find out very shortly. Yeah, thank you, players. So generous. Very, very generous of them to do that for me. Hopefully we are good. Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Eventually. Oh, I have to. Whoops! Okay. 3, 2, 1. Pause break. Alright, we're in. Cam's taken. It's still stuttering. Wonderful. Alright, my PC's just buggered today. It's less, though. It's a little bit better, so we're just going to deal with what we can. Alrighty, so we're going to see them clear it out. Casey! How's it going, buddy? We see a little bit of pressure onto the mid lane, but nothing too much. It's a very minor XP lead for Brawl is Life, but nothing too hard to deal with for the moment. Altanium clearing out the lane as best he can. Yeah, we still have quite a bit of stutter. Clearly my PC needs a restart. We can't do much. So yeah, lanes will be cleaned out as best they can. Objective spawning up in the top lane. This will be the first tribute of the game. And we haven't actually had a look at the talents yet. We've been a little busy trying to deal with huge lags. As who do you think? Focus down. He drops the rubies. Big potions, but with anti-heal from body check, he might be in trouble. Power slide, though. Who do you think does not get caught by that stun, and as such able to escape? Drunk Dwarf, very deep, but is able to retreat. More rubies, but only onto Zami. Zami's able to back away, not caught by the Mei stun. Big Bird channeling it in. We're going to try and pick up that tribute. And it looks like a big drag. Very nice, very easy. Able to pick up the kill onto Sylvanas. That's first blood and first tribute. Going over to Brawl is Life. Again, Brawl is Life need to win this 2-1 in order to have any chance of qualifying for Storm Division. If they lose, they are out. It does not matter any other result. They have to win to be in with a chance. We have the fight or flight. Coming in from Reyna. Sustain. Mei. Thrown. Knocked out of her dash by Altanian here, but I still turn it on to Garrosh. And it's going to be Garrosh who is slayed. Sweet Buns just tanking. Does not care. That's going to be another 1 for 0. 2-0 in total kills. Just under a full level lead. Stun onto Ryokai, but Ryokai pull him back, tanking through very nicely, not having too much issues. Ruby is, in fact, a fair and balanced talent. Tas sticking with Static Charge and Plasma Shield, pretty simple. This should probably be the Sonic Echo. There it is. It's pretty solid at the moment, having that little bit of extra burst. Silver Unstable Poison for the extra wave clear by the Banshee Queen. And Barbed Shot, single target burst. That's actually a little bit out of the ordinary here, coming in from Big Bird. So cool to see, going for single target kills, which, with Zami, might make a difference. Barbed Shot, eaten. Nicely done. They absolutely burst. With their composition, they have a lot of single target burst style and can really make something happen out of that. We have the Cube Mastery here. Cooldown reduction. More spell power for field study. Very sensible. We also have the Hammer-On Guitar Hero combo with the extra duration on Guitar Hero. It gives you more sets with Hammer-On, meaning you have more consistent damage. Combine that with a cooldown reduction on level 16, you have consistent 30% auto-attack damage on ETC, making you very, very strong and very, very powerful in the team fights. Splash Holden. Pull it back. Ryukai's going to come in. Going to see this is happening. Melee is currently healing up Splash. Are they going to be able to evade this? No level 10s available for either team. Zami weakened. Boss. Are they just going to leash it? They do let it leash. Sweet Buns was here, but it's a 4v4. They're choosing to not fight. Boss will leash to half. And leash to full. They let it go. Throw, though, onto Mei, who is scaling it out. Has to use the cryostasis. Will survive. In fact, Tahaka's going to come in. They've chosen to try and make something happen here. They don't have level 10 yet. Objective has spawned. No one contesting it. It's a 1-for-1 in terms of tributes right now. Boss is leashed. Tribute currently just ignored by both teams. Finally, we're seeing Death Strikes make their way down just as it spawns. No one is set up for that defensive position, though. No one has positioning, but with level 10 advantage, we will see Brawler's Life take that extra little bit of extra tribute here and move themselves one step closer to the curse. Squeaky chair, my apologies. So, we see a little bit of extra power coming in as a counter boss is taken this time. Tahaka scouting out the enemy boss. They know that no one is there and 2 people weren't showing. Big Bird was not showing. Melee isn't showing. Now again, we do have Barb Shot here, so boss race potential is here for that Sylvanas, especially with Greymane. They have a huge race potential here. And now with the enemy team, with Brawler's Life not showing on the map, they might feel brave enough to go for that race, especially if they kill off Giant Dwarf here. Gonna try and focus him down. Drunk Dwarf here, sorry. Focus is there. Who do you think, though, with the save? And more importantly, the bait. Baited them away from their own boss, being it's not going to be taken. Level 10, finally on the side of New Game Plus, though. They seize control. We're going to be seeing a Divine Reckoning game. Extra damage. Zami. Moving forward. We also have Stage Dive, which is going to be used right now. Wailing Arrow, which is Hell Cursed Bullet, which hit no one here, but it doesn't matter as May is eaten alive. The Isolation is used onto Altadia, but the drag is onto Splash, who decides to just dive deep anyway, looking for the kill. But Drunk Dwarf is already out of there. Ryukai, completely isolated from the rest of his team, is going to be in the 5v1 situation with the Hyperion for the attempted turnaround onto the Meridian hit. Sorry, onto the ETC, going to be sniped away. Zami was in trouble for a little bit there as well, but we'll back up. Gareth survives. Big Bird roll it out, but they do get the kill onto Greymane. Melly, in fact, slowed by who do you think into the fray, but right into Drunk Dwarf, who'll get the drag. And that's going to be another kill going over to Brawl is life. 5 kills to 2. They steal the boss. Bottom boss has already cleared its way through the fort and is now heading to a disabled keep. But Big Bird will be here and will be able to de-push this. The boss was ditched. They realize they don't need it yet. They don't want to waste curse time. So they ditch the boss and begin pushing standard. Sweet Buns is here. Ice Wall because Avalanche is still broken. They hold together, pushing up. They're actually trying to get a little bit of extra push going. Maybe, by the way, it's gone for the cold front. A little bit of extra cooldown reduction. They go for the zone here with Induced Hibernation as well. They're really going for a zoning style build here. Very much focused on the Blizzard. Very cool here. 40% damage reduction is pretty good here. It's very rare you get the chance to use it, but right now they're playing it quite well. Going to be backing away. Bot lane still being pushed up. We see the Oracle. We now have Ferocious Stalker. The slow for Dahaka, very important. Camp is up. Bruiser being taken by the side of New Game Plus. Looking for any chance for D-push, any chance for clearing, any chance of control. Because right now, control is what they're going to be looking for. Altanium. Dealing with the bottom lane, Split pushing it up. Very easily able to clear out catapults with this Guitar Hero style build, especially with that new and improved hammer on. Consistent damage output. Drunk Dwarf sees that this camp is happening around here, but is very outnumbered. Stage Dive has to be used, won't land though, and Drunk Dwarf with the extra movement speed from that Brush Stalker, from that enhanced agility, is just able to leave. Not a problem at all. Just backs away. Top blade is being de-pushed. Hold up. Hold up here. Mic check? Does Altanium know that... I mean, obviously the idea here is to just combo with loudspeakers and get better zoning because of the cooldown reduction. But mic check? When Encore just got nerfed, buffed so hard? So ridiculously hard. There's the Ice Block blocking the door, but Garrett is still going to try and make space to the point. Ice Wall separates the team, but no one's finishing off the boss. The Hyperion zoning everyone out. Drunk Dwarf is on the backline looking for Zammies, does not land the isolation. Gonna get zoned away, in fact has to burrow, will be sniped here by Splash. That's the kill. Stay a while to buy time. They try to secure the boss. Altanium with the face melt for the secure. May makes it onto the point, but who do you think is trying to hold? Ryukai on the downside is trying to sustain through it. Boss is stolen by New Game Plus, and they take the fight, and New Game Plus are back in the game. But Top Keep is getting absolutely bodied though by Brawl is Life's mercenary camps. Will it go down? No, the face melt distracts the Bruiser camp, and therefore it hits the minions instead of the keep. The catapult does not finish the job, and Brawl is Life. Brawl is Life, have they just put themselves in a position where they're going to not qualify for Storm Division? They took that fight, it looked good for a bit, but the rotating ETC able to hold the point just long enough. And that boss is still going. That boss is still healthy. They might be in trouble. Ryukai. Stutter steps back. New Game Plus. Is this the beginning of the miracle run? If they only have to win one game to make their way to the semi-finals. If they win this qualifier, they will qualify for Storm Division. One tournament. 3 best of 3s. Well, 2 best of 3s and a best of 1. That's all New Game Plus need to make it into Storm Division. 2 best of 3s, and this game. If they can do it, the miracle run could start. Brawl in the bot, nap time, woken up by the storm, and Altanium will live. He's just staying because this new ETC is really weird. He's going to survive. They're trying to delay. Good force wall. That will guarantee the cap. That's going to give them a little bit of time, but they all need to get out. Ice wall, nicely done. Interesting little display there, though. Gonna try and get onto white main. Finish the job. The stuns are good, but where's the damage output? They're in positioning. Ryokai zoned out by Splash as they try to take the turn onto ETC. Wailing Arrow only onto Dahaka. That's probably the best target they could land here. They focus onto Zami, who dodges it again with the Indomitable, though. He's going to take a huge amount of damage. Here comes the Divine Reckoning, though. Zami is tanky as Zami tries to hold, but Sweet Buns is deep in the backline, preventing Melee from dropping any more healing. The power side is used by Altanium to get everyone else out. Melee is in retreat, and Altanium may perish here. He's going to be focused down. There's the zoning blizzard. He's only got do you think body blocking him, but it's enough. The keep is now being pressured. Top keep is made of paper, but they are going for bots. They are going to try and race this down. There's the drag onto Splash. They get Splash as well. The sustain coming out from Melee, but it's not enough. They're trying to stagger these deaths. The stay a while does not land. Great use of the Will of the Forsaken by Sylvanas to hold them in this. They got the keep. Do they go further? No. They have their prize. There's a tribute in top. There's a weakened keep up in top lane. There's a siege giant camp to set up for that. Tribute, boss, mercenaries, keep. They have all the control and all the pressure they can apply to every lane, followed now by catapults, which will soon be available. Dahaka is channeling. He will not have Brushstalker. He used it to get up here, meaning this boss is stealable. Zami sees this is happening. His team are not coming. They've made the decision to leave the boss. They could have stage dive ETC. They could have turned it into a 4v5 for a couple seconds before Dahaka made it down. They decided against it. And as such, Brawl is Life now have a boss pushing in bot lane. And they have a tribute spawning right next to them. Right next to this bruiser camp that they are taking. Dahaka pushing up top lane. 2 catapults already accumulated up here. That's the keep. If no one defends that, that is the keep. Here comes the move-in. They have to defend this tribute. Stage dive onto Death Strikes. Force Wall on the wrong side. Ice Wall hits no one. Death Strikes getting completely zoned away by his own team here. Sweet Buns in a rough position, has to retreat. Boss heading for core. Dahaka heading for core, because of course he can. The tribute is going to be delayed by who do you think? This is the plan. By time, by delays, as the boss is going to be focused out. They have Greymane and they have Sylve. They will take very minor core damage, if any at all, but they did lose a second keep due to this. The tribute was taken. Altanium backs away. Only 6% of the core is taken. Altanium dealing with the rest. Another bruiser camp. Tastar not up for another 20 seconds. Siege Giants in the bot lane will buy them some time, remove catapult pressure. But New Game Plus, they are still in this game. They are not willing to give it up yet. They hold on with everything they have. Level 20, a full level out for Brawl is Life. New Game Plus, a level and, well, almost a second level. I was trying to do percentages and I realized it would have been a terrible guess. Remember, Altanium does have Stage Dive, but does not have the cooldown reduction from Mic Check. Cannot afford just to dive out. This is a curse tribute. They spy the boss. Everyone is heading down except for ETC. ETC knows he has Stage Dive. He is the global. He is going to be the D-push here. There's the focus onto Ryokai, and Ryokai is down. This is immediately a 4v3 right now due to the fact that Dahaka isn't here. Mei isn't here either. Stay a while. They look for who do you think? Cannot get the throw. Dahaka immediately going to try and create some split pressure. Drunk Dwarf focusing that down. The bush scouting from Ryokai there is punished effectively. Zamibar is able to find the exact right angle to get that engaged. Sweet Buns trying to delay. One more delay. This is all buying Dahaka time. This is the plan. They don't have to win fights. As long as they don't get killed, they can just buy as much time as they need. Big Bird finally going to get the channel. That's the curse. Coming in for New Game Plus. Death Strikes. Dropping low. One shot. That's going to be it with the Wailing Arrow. Dahaka Siege Giants 2 catapults. The catapults are made of paper. This is a curse on the board. Now with ETC coming up. The core is going to be pressured, but it will not be enough. Altanium forced back. Lane is being pushed in here. They're trying to rely on minions to kill that fort. If they kill the keep and the minions kill the fort, they could try and turn this into an end. It's unlikely to happen, though, due to the low spawn timers right now at this stage of the game. With only 30 seconds left for Tassadar. They still have to wait for the minions to kill the fort. Instead, they're just looking for the keep. The safe play of the Forsaken has to be used by Sylvanas. Level 20s on the board for both teams. Sylv yet to pick. Stage dive with Crowd Pleaser. Ryokai in trouble. He doesn't make it to the potion. He is focused down. The Ice Wall will separate the team for a bit, but Tahaka is not with them. They are outnumbered. Tass is 12 seconds out. The keep is being focused down. The minions have slain the fort. Is this the end for Brawl is life? They look to hold. Drag by Drunk Dwarf. That could be the save. Big Bird gets out. Not in the route. The core is being focused down. Tass is up though, and it's Archon, baby! There goes Sammy. That's one. Altanium focusing it down. That's two. We see Whitemane taking out Big Bird on retreat. Splash for the turnaround. Splash is down. That's three. And Tahaka gets the Sylv. That's going to be four. Altanium in full retreat, but he's completely surrounded. No stage dive. No sustain. No save. And no protection for their core. 40 seconds left, and Brawl is life may have just kept themselves in the Storm Division qualifiers and kept themselves in the running for Storm Division. They make their way across the map. Altanium makes the only play he can, the delay play. He makes his way back to base. Altanium has to play the best ETC of his life. No stuns can be missed from now on. He dodges the route. He's still in. He's owned by Sweet Buns. Stage dive was just interrupted. He power slides one. He holds it together for the moment. The shield is about to be destroyed. 4 seconds for Garrosh. The core is focused. Ryukai comes in from the side. He was not available for the start of this, but they focus it down. Stay a while. The core is being focused. Hyperion for the kill. Death Strikes is uncontested. He's stunned down, but it's too late. And Brawl is life are still in the Storm Division qualifiers. Brawl is life will not go down without a fight. Whether it's fighting against the players in Storm Leagues, they can actually make it in time for the tournament, or against New Game Plus. Brawl is life, after forfeiting game number 1, take us to a game number 3. As they take game number 2, keeping themselves in this. It wasn't easy, though. There are going to be some clenched sphincters in this series. Brawl is life, still in the qualifier. Remember, if they can make it through to the semis, there is a situation where they don't even have to win the semi-finals to qualify. There is a situation they could do that. If they get second, if they go to the semis, there's one way they can qualify. If they make it to the finals, there's 2 ways. If they if they win, that's 3 ways. They can do this. But New Game Plus, they just put on an insane performance against the team that 2-0'd them the last time they fought. A team that took them down to 2-0. A team that has over 100 points more than them in the qualifiers. New Game Plus, they just have to win one more game. One more game to make it through to the semi-finals. And then for New Game Plus, it will have to be a miracle run, but it's doable. Here are the talents for those who want them. Curious Noob, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying yourself here. Excuse me. Here are the talents. At the end, we did see the Twilight Archon. It wasn't even used during the final fight. Got zoned down a bit here. We also didn't see that much the Contagion. The big play coming in at the end there was very much the sheer DPS output from Tassadar to turn that round. Twilight Archon in the final fight. It did hold him. It didn't help the push, but it helped the defense. And that's all they needed. Well executed. Well sustained. We are down to a best of 1, ladies and gentlemen. whichever of these teams wins will make it through to the semi-finals, which will be played tomorrow. It's a 1-1 series. I am waiting for a lobby invite to find out where we will be going for this final game. We have seen that New Game Plus could take this. It was one fight for them to take it back. We have our last map, ladies and gentlemen. Last map of this best of 3 series. It's Volskaya Foundry. And I'm going to assume probably chosen by Brawler's Life, if I had to guess. I'm waiting for them to change it. Yep, Brawler's Life chose the map. Brawl is Life is our map choice to end this series and decide who is still in with a chance in the final qualifier for Storm Division of making it into that top 8 teams and playing in the full league, running all the way to December. Exclamation mark Matcherino to support it in chat, to support the scene, to support the players. And if you want to support the casters, subscribe, donate, buy my shirt, send pet pics on Twitter. Is this an appropriate thing to speak so seriously about? Yes. Yes, it is. Here is the path the teams have to take to make it through. Again, Brawl is Life. If they make it through to the semi-finals, they have one out of their 3 options. They have 3 options from the semi-finals to qualify. One of those results on Team Alexander winning. One of them results on getting to the semi-finals. The other one they just have to win. But they can do it. That means they have to beat Ceton or the last shot. But first, they have to beat Brawl is Life, baby. Wait, no, they're Brawl is Life. They have to beat New Game Plus. New Game Plus, they have to win. There is no other path for them. Brawl is Life have to beat everyone in the way. For those who are asking about the rules, we are at a 1-1 situation because Brawl is Life had 2 players not show up until 10 minutes after the match was supposed to start. Within the Nexus Gaming Series rule set and the Storm Division rule set, that means that they forfeit 1 map. If they had waited another 10 minutes, they would have forfeited the entire series. They made it in another 3 minutes. They made it with 7 minutes to spare, and as such, Brawl is Life did forfeit 1 map because they were 30 minutes post the start time, but they were able to win in an actual game map number 2. That is where we are at. But we're in. It's draft time, baby! Let's get this going. New Game Plus. I should have restarted my game before this. That would have been smart, but this is fine. We'll deal with the stutter. It's 1 game. It's 1 game. There's nothing we can do now. We'll deal with what we have. We'll deal with the stutter. I'll work out what it is. I'm going to restart my computer after this, and we're going to assume that everything's fine. So, let's get this going. Tassadar going to be panned out. The respect is real and very understandable. Respect ban on that Tassadar, taking it out. It was really what saved Brawl is Life from death strikes there at the end. Able to get that Twilight Archon off and burn through everyone. Going to be seeing Cassia banned away, still a very strong hero. As a reminder, if you're enjoying the show, if you're enjoying my casting, please consider supporting via dropping a subscription, even with your Twitch Prime. Don't spend any extra money that way. Very appreciated. Every little bit helps. Big shout out to the people who have followed so far during this qualifier. I'll try to remind me after the game. Remind me of what? What are you reminding me of? To restart? It doesn't matter. This is the last game I'm casting tonight. We good. So yes, thank you to the followers. Zeddy, Curious Noob, Vanzal26, Twisted Light _1, Of Glory, Raggle Rock, that's a great name, Cookie Dealer, that's adorable, and the raid, right at the start of the stream, Ori GG. And also a big thank you to Ferryman for the subscription earlier on in the show, and also for a total of £50 worth of donations. £60, sorry, I can count. Thank you so much for your generosity. Every little bit helps. That's basically that's a week's worth of food for me. It means I don't have to drag myself along eating just as cheap as possible. It means I have a tiny bit more freedom. So thank you so much, Ferryman. Asu Devils, thank you for your follow, and thank you everyone who can support absolutely anything. It doesn't matter how small it is, it all helps. Ice Princess, thank you very much for your follow as well. The Ana was first pick this time, was banned out last time, is going to make its way through because Deckard was removed. Ryukai is going to get Sylvanas here, and the ETC this time picked up by Sweet Buns. I hope we see Encore. It's really broken. Trust me, it's really broken. Just pick it. It's good. So ETC Sylvanas, a very solid opener. Ana, though, potential kites. What do we see? We see Garrosh again. I don't think the Garrosh was really a huge problem in the last game, so very sensible to pick it up again. And Imperious, double, very heavy crowd control here. Lots of kill potential right off the bat without making any of their damage. Left themselves very flexible here. Killmeister. Good name. How many core slides? Preferably none. If I can find Bud Light, I'll buy that. It's better. Brawl is life. What are we seeing? Gonna be great, man. By the way, everybody, my stream today and during the EU times, tomorrow the 30th, basically, so today and later today, EU time, my stream is sponsored by Simply Nuck Gaming. They currently have $100 and $100/pounds off of all units available on their website and free shipping. From some of the best i9 small form factor PCs to gaming laptops, they are on sale and available now. They just gave away 2 fully spec'd out PCs to a member from Europe and a member from Europe/UK and a member from America. 2 PCs given out there, but right now they have a £100/$dollar sale and free shipping. So if you've been thinking about getting yourself a brand new gaming computer, whether it's a small form factor or a gaming laptop, then please check out Simply Nuck Gaming. Google or Twitter, and support them for supporting your friendly neighborhood caster. Death Strikes gets the Li Ming. The Stukov was banned out, so they don't go for the support yet. They bring out the Malthael as well, so they've guaranteed damage without countering on the support yet. They don't know if they need more cleanse. This is how they can turn it. Also, tune in tomorrow, because I guess I'll announce that now. During my stream tomorrow, I'll tweet out exactly when it's going to go live. I will be holding a definitely serious and definitely no jokes and definitely not memes. I definitely don't promise, because I would be a liar if I promised, trial of what killed or who murdered the Heroes Global Championship. I will be holding a trial there. And I'll be looking for members of the audience to act as the jury in our fun little trial that is definitely serious and definitely not troll. Wink. Hanzo and Kael'thas to finish off, extra Dragon Arrow to finish up and follow up onto those hard engages. Kael'thas for huge burst potential. With Ana on either of those, it's going to be very deadly. Even Ana on Imperious is tough to deal with. And Lucio, Sound Barrier for Kael'thas, Sound Barrier for Hanzo. They have a lot of little extra bits of protection there. It's a sensible setup here. I think I lean a little bit more to Brawl is Life right now for this draft because the snowball potential is higher, but New Game Plus have a ridiculous single wombo combo blow-up. If New Game Plus can land their blow-up wombo, then they will be able to go home with the victory and come back tomorrow for more games. Once again, I will be casting tomorrow's semi-finals and grand finals on the Nexus Gaming Series Twitch channel, and any support you give there as well while I am streaming on it goes to me. Same with any of the other casters. If Linehouse is streaming, if Jinxie Cat streaming, if Murder streaming, if Aero streaming, then the income goes to them as well. It's a very good setup the Nexus Gaming Series have that allows all the casters to help build each other and build the league as a whole. So make sure you support Casey!
For some cause lights to fill your need. If you buy Bud Lights, I am going to be sadly disappointed.
We're heading into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this going. We are into the map. It's Volskaya Foundry. It looks like my stutter is mostly gone. We're going to say fine. On the right-hand side, it is going to be New Game Plus, with Zami playing the Garrosh. We still have Stutter. Altanium on the Imperious Belly, on the Anna Big Bird, on the Hanzo, and Splash is going to be playing the Kael'thas. They are New Game Plus. Whereas, on the left-hand side, it is going to be Brawl is Life. Death Strikes on the Li Ming. Sweet Buns on the ETC. Ryokai on the Sylvanas. Who do you think on the Lucio? And Drunk Dwarf on the Malthael. They are Brawl is Life. Let's have a look at these level 1 talents. It is another body check game coming in for Zami. We're also going to be seeing Fear the Reaper. This may mean that we end up with a Tormented Souls game. We'll have to see. It's also good for sustain and safety in the offlane. We're seeing, of course, the Banshee Queen is the best talent right now. And Prog Rock, not going for the hammer-on style. They're going for team fights as opposed to big single-target burst. Good dodge by Drunk Dwarf. Going to do a little bit of damage, trading back and forth. There's also a party mix coming in. A Sweet Buns is put to sleep and immediately rocket up by a grenade. Nice. You've seen a little bit of trades back and forth. Big Bird takes a hit, but nothing too much. We're going to be seeing a very slow early game. Both these teams have a lot of kill potential, and as such, they're giving each other the respect they deserve. Not going for anything too aggressive that might get them punished for the moment. Arrant Avarice, thank you very much. As we see in mercenary camps taken by both teams. Thank you for that follow. Goodbye, turrets. Who do you think? Playing Lucio, kind of how you can play Lucio unless you're against Diablo. Very aggressively. Altanium going to come in, but it is a very big invade. Drunk Dwarf's here too. Ryokai baits. Who do you think's here? Sweet Buns coming in from the side. Can they fight it? It's a 5v5 all on this turret as it was stolen, picked up, dropped, and picks up the kill as Drunk Dwarf gets the second, the reset from Death Strikes. And they are able to pick the turret, steal the turret, and pick up the double kill. Brawl is Life, starting off incredibly in this game number 3. Lane being cleared out. Nice little extra bit of push. Vision being acquired via the Sonic Arrow. They should still just be able to get the support camp here. Biotic Emitter going to be acquired and picked up by Ryokai. We have the Mercenary Queen. Turret boosting. And is that a... no, it's not an Orber. Why do I always think it's an Orber when it's Triumphate? It's just the more commonly picked talent these days due to Poke's consistency. I still think Dominance is better, but I respect the fact that everyone picks that and they're all better than me. Ryokai finishes out the Mercs. Very simple duel down here. Drunk Dwarf just sustaining out best he can. Party Mix currently up to 176 stacks. You see Prog Rock up to 7 globes. Altanium going for the globe talent as well. We're seeing press forward and the die alone going to help Malthael actually lane against Altanium here. It's trading back and forth. Big Bird eats the orb. That was a Triumphate cooldown reduction as well, so they've got to be careful. It came out though. Ryokai face melt to interrupt the Celestial Charge to prevent the stun from going the full duration as Altanium is forced back. Drunk Dwarf thrown in. Just going to get massive damage output onto Zami Bars. Eats some hits from Big Bird though, but Big Bird is zoned out by Ryokai. Everything comes down. Altanium looks for his angle. Mercenary camps in top play will begin to push up. They will begin to look for their angle. They begin to push, they begin to just see how many they can siege. There should be a lane that it ends up being won by blue side. No one is dealing with that right now for New Game Plus. Finally, we're going to see Zami heading up there to deal with that. Several members coming up here. They take the quick angle of just racing it in. They now have to get down here or give up the objective, and that is where they choose to do. They choose to give up the objective. There's going to be a protector for the side of Brawl is Life. Level lead and experience and talent lead right now as they begin to push in. Standard talent, Lost Souls to combine with Might of the Banshee Queen here. Incredible damage output in terms of consistency for Sylvanas. They're putting on the pressure. You can see the minigun there being used to attempt to blow up the fountain. Prevent the sustain being acquired here. Stun, throw onto Ryokai, shield from the protector. Lucio tries to heal up. It was prevented by the anti-heal, but Ryokai was able to get out due to the Haunting Wave. Still going to be pinged a couple times by Big Bird, though. Protector is down. but they did grab the fountain. We're going to be seeing a Sunfire enhancement coming in here. Sorry, it is enchantment, isn't it? Yeah, enchantment. Coming in for the Qualifier, a little bit of extra pressure, a little bit of extra, really solid just overall damage, but it does require him to land 2 autos. But he gets basically 3 front lines if you include Lucio, so that's not going to be an issue. Full scatter arrow build coming in from Hanzo, including serrated arrows here. Just all the CC at once. Goodbye. Oh, boy. That was brutal. That was brutal. Lucio is... I don't have words. He's Lucy dead. Lucy owned. There we go. Figured it out in the end. Sweetman's going to play a little bit further back. Doesn't want to get himself caught out of position and die. Mercenary being focused down and cleared out. They could try and invade this. Not worth the risk. Support camp will be taken. They still have their own. Ryokai was not forced to use it during the last fight. So they do still have a support camp here. In fact, let's count the items. The classic game. ETC has a turret. They have a support camp. And Drunk Dwarf also has a turret. Maybe not for long. Okay, zoned out. Altanium has a support camp. And they have 1 turret. So there's a single turret lead for Brawl is Life. Level 10 is hit for Brawl is Life. Very slightly earlier than New Game Plus. Not by much, but we are seeing the Wailing Arrow. We do see the last rights with the combined touch of death. They really want to pick up some kills there, prevent Ana from the burst heals, which will come in with the active reload. That'll be a very big deal here. Sound Barrier, and of course, Mosh Pit. Against this composition, there's a lot of CC, but even an unused Mosh Pit is scary. That's why we see it picked up here. Pyroblast on the other side, though. Coming in for Kael'thas. Once those blow-ups, there's not a huge amount of sustain outside of Sound Barrier here. That's why we're seeing that. Both teams just looking for their opportunity, looking for their position, for their zone. Right now, there's just no huge danger. Everyone's just taking their time, doing as much as they can. Good scatter arrow. Chunks out, who do you think? They're just trying to grab as much experience as they can, get themselves close to that level 13. Globe is baited in by Sweet Buns. It's all about trying to get to that level 13 as quick as possible. You might be able to get it before the next actual objective. Good face melt by Sweet Buns. Power slide, still going to get thrown. Follow up, stun, anti-heal. Goodbye. Sweet Buns drops his turret before he perishes. Make sure that is not stolen away. But the actual kill potential of New Game Plus, there's no counter. Unless Lucio is standing right next to you with a sound barrier, you do not survive the kill potential. Ryokai, lucky there was no follow-up that time, but gets absolutely bodied on the initial engage. They have no follow-up. Lucio, no cleanse talent. It's all down to that sound barrier. He, of course, has a cleanse heroic option, but we've never seen that picked in a pro game, so no such luck. Channel up to 24. They're choosing not to fully contest it yet because they're 2 people doing this turret, trying to secure their item lead. They have done so now. 2 turrets and a support camp compared to 1 turret and a support camp. Althale on his way. Oh, no, they have 2 as well. Yeah, they've managed to grab their own. So, yes, 2 to, it's exactly even in terms of support items. Both teams creeping in towards level 13. Prog Rock is complete. Good dodge. Celestial Charge does not land. Drunk Dwarf. Trying to find his angle, trying to find a position where he can apply the pressure. He can claim a little lead there. But he's not able to do so yet. Stun, Celestial Charge, focus, Sweet Buns, face melt, backs out, level 13, right around the corner. Sylvanas, Ryokai, able to bait out, 77 to 28. The biotic emitter was used there by New Game Plus. They're down an item here. Sweet Buns, another great face melt, continuously denying here as level 13 is about to be hit. They bought the time. Here it is. A smidgen earlier for Brawl is Life, but both teams are going to have it here. We see the Illusionist. Remorselessness standard. There's the encore. That's good. Sweet Buns power slide through. In trouble. Mosh Pit. Dragon Arrow immediate interruption here, but he's going to be able to get the encore off to get that cooldown reduction. Sound Barrier keeps him alive as well. There's the Calamity for the first kill of this fight as Altanium is focused down. Pyroblast hits Sweet Buns, but he's in the emitter. He survives. Last rights for the kill onto Imperius, and Big Bird escaped over the wall before it was deleted. The Immortal, the Punisher, the Protector, whatever it's called, can wait. They're going to focus down the top fort. and pick up that extra pressure. Everyone's so chaotic, I forgot the objective's name. Big Bird backs away. Player gets safe. Melee just body soaking this, not even clearing. Needs to stay mounted, because if they get ganked, they need that move speed to make sure they don't get killed. And you see the backup, second vision is acquired to a safer position where they can then poke from range. Heal up the Big Bird. You see the Pyromaniac, Blood Craze, new go-to talent for body check builds. Pathetic mortals. Big slow, very important here. And the Spell Exalts. That's going to be a big deal versus the ETC here. Brawl is life. Continue to extend their lead a little bit, but again, not by much. They're about a full level ahead. That is a surmountable deficit for New Game Plus. And remember, if either one of these teams lose, they are not going to Storm Division. Whichever team loses is eliminated. Brawl is like both teams, if they win, have a chance. And that's what they're fighting for here. Ryokai pieces out. Backs away. Tetcher keeping on the pressure. Next objective is down here in this bot lane. It's trying to pressure it. A little bit of damage to the fountain. They're going to use the minigun. Dropping it low. They're a little bit out of range, but the full minigun dives very deep. They have no Malthael. Finally going to be able to finish off that fountain. Protector down to 24 seconds. And 24 health. Drunk Dwarf trying to get as much XP as possible up in the top lane. There's much pressure. Will be forced to back up, though. People disappeared off the map. And very sensible so, because here's Splash. Drunk Dwarf porks back. Protector keeps on the powerful pressure. A 16 is hit with Juvenacia coming in for the Lucio. We have the Will of the Forsaken again. No evasive fire. Power Slide and Face Melt coming in to make sure that there was no engage on their retreat. Diamond Skin. Rare talent, but I talked about the lack of dominance earlier on. Honestly, this is going to give them that little bit of extra sustain that might keep Death Strikes from being an insta-blow-up target, and it will protect them against Pyroblast. It's a weird talent that we don't see often, but in this game, I like it. We're also seeing, of course, the mortality. 8% health against a Garrosh or Imperius is going to be a big deal. Mercenaries cleaned out for both teams. A little bit of extra pressure. Turret in 30. Turret in 2 minutes. Malthael going to split push a little bit. He's just hovering. Vision for the moment. Waiting to see if the other team shows up. They're just about to hit level 16. New Game Plus. Grabbing that out. Celestial Swiftness. Seasoned Soldier. Good kickoff there. Push off there, sorry. By who do you think? We have the Twin Sphere. Interesting. Extra attack damage. A little bit of extra single target burst. And more consistent spell power, I guess. That's basically 50% spell power at a consistent rate. I dig it. There's logic to the madness here. Hanzo, though, piercing arrows. Makes the most sense. Look at this build. Full scatter arrow, extra arrows, more piercing arrows means more damage in closed quarters fights. Hey, Speak, how's it going? What's up? We're casting some hella good games. Focus onto the support camp. Lots of extra pressure. Sweet Buns trying to control. He's already got the Encore down. There comes the Indomitable, though. The Dragon Arrow comes out. Malthael deleted on the side by Flash with the Nano Boost. And Splash is holding this beautifully. The Mosh Pit comes out, but they had no interrupts left. Wailing Arrow to try and buy time. Sweet Buns with the Encore face mode to try and keep it going. But Splash is really dominating this fight. Picks up both the kills here with the setups. The Orb. Zanny barely survives. So many low heroes. Death Strike's doing such a good job. Who do you think from the other side? But big, insane plays coming in. Mostly, turret was just picked up there by Big Bird because Malthael dropped one. Big plays coming in from Splash. The stun onto the Malthael. Followed up by the second stun and the big burst. The damage onto ETC to prevent him from escaping. Carried fight there by Splash. Next objective, spawning in bot lane in 15 seconds. This is impressive. New Game Plus. They're taking us to the end. They're not letting Brawl his life make it to the semis without a fight. New Game Plus looking to perform the miracle run. From 5 total points to Storm Division. Could it be Could they be the team? Are they the foretold ones? Or Brawl is life? A team that has played every qualifier, accumulated those points. Can they do it? Sweet Buns. Says hello to Altanium on the conveyor belt, unable to back away. Altanium's on the best spot here. Face melt. Okay, they let him go. They let him go. Rest of the team's coming in. Level 20, a level away. Gravity Lapse doesn't land. Zami using the conveyor belt. Throw. Ryokai. Dragon Arrow. Taunt. Ryokai gets Sound Barrier, but here comes the Pyro. Ryokai is eliminated. Using the conveyor belt to his advantage, Zami picks that up with the nano boost. We see the objective going over to New Game Plus. Malthael is split pushing the top lane, trying to get some value. He's already weakened the wall though, and it's going to be de-pushed by Altanium. They stay in the game for now. Sweet Bun's coming in. They're going to try and contest it with 95% left. They know Kael'thas isn't here because Malthael sees him. They know Pyrrhus isn't here. They are currently in a 3v3. That's their best chance. Death Strike's made the most of Diamond Skin. Splash has arrived. Malthael from above. They have a couple seconds before Imperius arrives, but they've already been forced off. They've already been zoned out. They try to finish off Splash, but are zoned down. Stun doesn't land from Altanium though. Drunk Dwarf, speed boost, comes in trouble. There's the toss. A Drunk Dwarf, he's eliminated. No forts are down for Brawl is life, and New Game Plus are about to change that. They roll in, Protector, all aboard! All aboard the Miracle Train as New Game Plus push their way in. They take out the fort. A keep. 38 seconds until Malthael. Are they going to try and end? No, level 20 is picked. Malthael realizes how much of a threat this actually is. And Drunk Dwarf picks no one can stop death. As such, the Protector pulls back. New Game Plus still just under a third of a level away from their own level 20s to even this out. Bolt of the Storm picked by Sylvanas. We see the Tarashaz elements from the Li Ming. It's going to be House Party for Lucio. Extra healing. ETC is holding. You can quick pick Death Mosh if he's starting to die. And you can quick pick Bolt once that Protector falls. They siege from range. Ryokai has to be careful. He has been the engaged target in a lot of these fights. There's level 20. Evened out. Brand of Solarian. Nano Infusion, of course. Titanic Might. No upgraded body check. We see the Fury. We see the frame thrower. We see the flamethrower and play of the game. This is going to allow Hanzo to split push out once he's out of this Protector. This is tense. Either of these teams could pick up. In the next 2 minutes, the spawn timers are going to start to become too low to really deal with. And when that happens, with keeps opened and weakened, entire wall gone, it's only going to take one team fight to rush in. The tankiness of Garrosh will allow New Game Plus to rush in and take it. The disabling of Ryokai and the turret they have will allow them to rush in and take it. If either of these teams achieves 3 kills without losing, they could achieve victory. Nexus Gaming Series, thank you for the raid. We're about to decide which team. Thank you, Aero. Thank you, Aero. And thank you, Jinxie, who was casting on the channel. Very appreciated. Lane is smashed through. If New Game Plus claim victory, they are still in with a chance of qualifying in 3 separate opportunities, 3 separate ways they can qualify. But they have to make it to the semi-finals. New Game Plus, they have to win. They chase deep. Ryukai's a little far up, but he's able to back away. Sweet Buns is looking for the opportunity to move in. Still has yet to pick his level 20. He's really waiting this out. Waiting for his chance. Lane's pushing in. Mercenaries on both sides. Zami waiting for the opportunity. Drunk Dwarf. Trying to find the angle. Neither of these teams giving an inch. Bot lane pushing up quite far. Drunk Dwarf's going to come down and deal with it. You immediately see the aggression from New Game Plus. The fort can be given up here by Brawl is life. They can give it up, but they don't want to. Malthael's going to clear out that lane pretty quickly, which means he can make his way up. Make their way in. Malthael from the side. Sees the enemy team back it up. Decides to keep soaking. Keep deep pushing. Remove catapult pressure. Next objective is going to be in mid lane. Sonic Arrow sees the rotation of Sweet Buns. They are trying to rush a fort. This is a very risky play. Dragon Arrow is completely dodged. Beautiful sidesteps by Brawler's Life. They take 50% of the fort health. They hold together. No one is giving an inch. Dragon Arrow has a short cooldown. 1 minute. It will be back right after the objective spawns. Camp in 3 seconds. Zami is hovering around the area, waiting to see if his team can maybe move in and take an opportunity to try and turn this. Remember, New Game Plus have to win the entire tournament to qualify for Storm Division. Brawler's Life, if they get the semis, they have 1 opportunity. If they get get finals, they have 2. If they win, well, they're in. It's all down to that. The pressure is on. Terminal begins to channel. Brawler's Life take the initial position. Does ETC pick 20 yet? Still no. Sweet Buns, so patient. New Game Plus. They've got a little bit of pressure up in top lane. They're going to send people up to deal with that. They're going to grab a mercenary camp to de-push it. They can give away a little bit of percentage. Spawn time is low enough that there's no chance of a counter fight. Zami's scouting with Groundbreaker. Scatter Arrow, a little bit of damage to Sweet Buns, but no percentage damage to set it up. Zami moves forward. The trigger has not been pulled, but they're trying to force a mistake. Okay, backs away wisely. He cannot afford to be the one blown up. You can see Zami looking for his opportunity. Good face melt. Dragon Arrow finds Lucio on the back line. Zami tries to pull the trigger, but he's sidestepped again. Altanium, he may have gone forward without the knowledge of his team. Overtime is pulled as Zami is focused by Drunk Dwarf. Last rites. The taunt doesn't work. They stun out Kael'thas. Mosh pit on 2. Big Bird is sniped away. Altanium focused down by Ryokai. And Melly can only watch in dismay as their chances fall away. A single turret has been left unclaimed as bottom will be cleft in twain. They're going to rush through this fort. They're going to rush through this keep. And with 40 seconds, this will be Brawler's Life looking to end and making their way through to the semi-finals, keeping their chances at Storm Division alive. They smash through the keep. They push on to the core. It's just Ana and her turret to hold the game. Zoned by who do you think? Deathstrike and Ryokai, uncontested except by the rocket punch. But that is it. Brawler's Life are still in to make it a Storm Division. They still have their hopes alive. Brawl is Life have set themselves up to be in with a chance. There are now 3 chances for them to make it in. New Game Plus, a valiant effort. What a series from them. So many insane plays. Big Splash especially. Even with all the plays in that game, I think I have to give my MVP to Splash, even though it was on the losing team. The stuns were insane. The damage was insane. The focus was insane. The build was weird, but it worked. Here are the talents for those who need them. And let's have a look at the bracket. Can someone tell me, people who've just come over from the Nexus Gaming Series channel, this is important. Can someone tell me if the bracket isn't updated, which it isn't, because it never is the other semi-final still going on? Sorry, the other quarterfinal. Are Team Alexander fan club in the semis? Can someone give me that information? Because if so, I can give you some maths. Because it's time for math. It's time for theory crafting. I will be on the Nexus Gaming Series channel tomorrow to tell you who will be the final 2 teams making it into Storm Division. Ceton won on 1 stream. Okay, that's good. So we know 1 semi-final. Brawler's Life versus Ceton. Alex beat Wildheart. Okay. So we know maths now. We can do maths. So, here are the situations that can happen tomorrow. For Brawler's Life, to make it in. All the games are done. Wonderful. So, right now, Regen are automatically qualified on points. One team out of the rest of these teams can qualify on points. Team Alexander Fan Club have 151 points. Currently in the top 4, I believe they have guaranteed themselves another 50 points. This puts them at 201. Brawl is Life, by getting to this second place, they get to this top 4, they have guaranteed themselves more points than Brawl is Life. Meaning right now, wow, what am I doing? Brawl is Life have guaranteed themselves more points, if my maths is correct, by being in top 4 than 4G Sports. Meaning right now, if Brawl is Life win, or, there we go, brackets updating as we're doing it, if Brawl is Life win the qualifier tomorrow, they qualify for Storm Division. If Team Alexander Fan Club win, then they will automatically qualify, and because no one is ahead of Brawler's Life on points, and no one can overtake Brawler's Life on points, because Brawler's Life have 151 points, which is just more than Seaton can possibly get. If that was to happen, then Brawler's Life would be victorious. Brawler's Life would also qualify. The only way, Brawler's Life now, the only way I believe they don't make it through is if Team Alexander Fan Club or Brawler's Life doesn't win. Because if Seaton, or he's literally one of Team Rippers, I don't know who it is, if any of those teams win the qualifier, and it's not Brawler's Life or Team Alexander Fan Club, then Team Alexander Fan Club has more points than Brawler's Life. So Brawler's Life, they're going to be rooting for themselves, and they're going to be rooting for Team Alexander Fan Club. Any other results, and Brawler's Life do not make it into Storm Division. There you go. There's the maths. Okay. Speak truth. Speak truth. The way this works, this is qualifier number 6. The people who come first in every qualifier qualify for Storm Division. We already have 6 teams chosen. 5 from previous qualifiers, from qualifier number 5, and 1 team is qualified on points because no one can overtake them. Oh, sorry, at least 2 teams cannot overtake them. So there is no way that Regen can be overtaken, so they're qualified. So right now, all of these teams are teams that have not qualified. They have been playing in the previous qualifiers, so in the previous qualifiers, they've accumulated points. 6 teams qualify from qualifiers, 2 teams from points. And right now, this is the maths that we are doing. If Brawler's Life or Team Alexander Fan Club win, Brawler's Life and Team Alexander Fan Club will qualify. That is the maths. But if anyone else wins, anyone else, Seaton, he's literally won, Team Ripers, any of those, if any one of those win, then Brawler's Life will not qualify. Team Alexander Fan Club will. There's your maths. There is your maths. Well then, the maths has been stated. The series have been decided. We will be coming back tomorrow with the semi-finals and the grand finals. So one more team qualifies from points and the other one qualifies from bracket. Correct. Speak truth to power. That is correct. But that is it for me tonight. Those are the final results for today. Tomorrow, we will be back with the semi-finals and grand finals to decide who will be making it into Storm Division. Thank you, Big B, and you're a big bird. Nice. Well played, buddy. Very well played. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to head off. That's it for me tonight. Tune in tomorrow. Once again, I'm going to be doing a sponsored stream by Simply NUC earlier on in the day, and then I will be doing I will be on the official Nexus Gaming Series channel for the finals. Finals and semi-finals. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to donate, subscribe, anything you can to support your local caster. It's all very appreciated. You can also support the Storm Division by hitting !Matcherino in chat, and you can support the prize pool directly. We're up to $1,112, I think. Every little bit helps. The prize pool is going to be continuously open to donations until December, and you can motivate those teams and support the players who've just put on some insane performances. And it's just the qualifiers. Can you imagine how hype the actual division's going to be? It's going to be crazy. So if you want to support the casters, donate to the channels. If you want to support the players, !Matcherino. If you want to support the people who are running this, then check out the Nexus Gaming Series Patreon, where you can support the people who work behind the scenes to make all this happen. I'm going to find someone to raid. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a good time. I'll see you tomorrow, where I will be running a trial to see who murdered HGC, and it's definitely real and definitely not trolling and definitely not a joke. I'm definitely not going to be running a comedy fake trial, but I do need some jury members who are definitely going to have to take this 100% seriously and not meme. I'm lying. Meme as much as you like. This is going to be troll. Thank you very much, Tigerfish, for the 500 bits. But make sure you show up for that tomorrow. That'll be some point late in the evening before the Nexus Gaming Series qualifiers during Europe time. So probably maybe 7 PM Europe time. We'll see. But otherwise, I'm going to find someone to raid. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Thank you for watching. I've sold you enough right now. See you all next time. Good night, everybody. I have been Tetcher. Bye!